Hello everyone, this is Maureen and welcome to My Crochet Story, where I love sharing with you the two things that I love, teaching and crochet. Today is Saturday, August the 5th, and we're here for just a little bit of chit-chatting about what I've been doing and maybe what you can hope to see next week, and I'm also going to include a shout out. So, I finally, as you can tell, finished up my little panda that I had in the box since February. If you missed that video, I'll go and look for, let's see, that would be August the 2nd, I believe, Wednesday, all about amigurumis. There you'll see my likes and dislikes and all that kind of stuff about him, but I did finally get him finished. And let's see, I do have to tell on myself a little bit. If you were at my live yesterday, to go along with Bobo the panda, I had wanted to make a tiny panda to go along with him. Well, if you remember, a week or so ago, I showed you this book on mini amigurumi animals. And in here, there is a pattern for a little panda. And so I was so excited after I got Bobo finished. I was going to say, okay, I'm going to do this. I've never made any minis before. I mean, it was just been a big deal for me to be able to make the big ones, you know. So I started making them. And it says to start out with a magic ring and to put so many double crochets in the magic ring. Well, I did that. I mean, I thought it was unusual because everything else I've started in amigurumi, you know, starts with a single crochet, but that's okay. You know, to each his own. This is her pattern. And I tried doing it, and folks, I must have ripped that thing out 4 or 5 times, and I thought, there's got to be something I'm doing wrong. Because how hard could it be to use a double crochet in place of a single crochet, you know, in the round? I couldn't get it to work. I don't know what I was doing, but I kept having this big old gap, or it was the circle was off center. I'm not kidding you. I don't know what I was doing wrong. So I was explaining that yesterday in the live. And my wonderful little friend, Amy, Crafting Adventures with Amy, she said, Maureen, would that perhaps be DK terms? And I said, UK terms? And I'm like, I don't think so. I mean, I had read the book. I looked at the materials and the tools, the pattern notes, even looked at the crocheting technique. I mean, because there is in here double crochets and trebles and half trebles and popcorns and how to change the colors and making a chain, all that kind of stuff. So I thought I read everything correctly. Well, no, I didn't, because UK/US equivalent crochet terms. All the patterns in this book are written using UK terms. So you know what that means. That means in the UK, what they call a double crochet in the US is a single crochet. So yeah, if Maureen had just gone back and reread that one little section in there, she'd have known, and she could have had the little tiny panda finished to go along with Bobo the panda. But that's okay, because at the moment I was discouraged about being able to use this little book, because I thought, man, look at all those different little critters there, and it would be an awesome thing for me to be able to crochet up for my grandson Warren, because there's only like 16, 18, that might be pushing it, in his class at Bront. I mean, because we're a small school, and I mean, there's 26 of them here, so I mean, you know, I'd have plenty to choose from to make up and put on little keychains or on little hooks so that they can hook them to their backpacks, you know, because kids love doing that. But when I couldn't get it to work the first time, it's just like, well, wasted money on that book. I can't even do the pattern. But thank you so much, Amy, for setting me straight. I really do appreciate that. I mean, I really do. You know, I felt about that tall yesterday as far as smartness was concerned. But I am glad that I was called out about it and I got that all straight. So I will be doing a couple of those here pretty soon to get that going. And really, that was probably the only biggie thing that I got done was my panda, because I wanted to get him finished this week. So I have started or I'm getting ready to start on a new shawl for myself. Now, many of you may remember that I acquired some yarn from Daniel at Paul Cly Yarns. He was doing some destashing, so I grabbed some skeins that he had. So I am taking this, it's called Riot from King Cole. It is a double knit skein, which means that it's about a three-way. I would almost say, too, that it might be some roving, but maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, it's 30% wool and 70% acrylic. There are 324 yards in here, so it's more than plenty for my project that I'm going to do. And I wanted to show you the colors real quick. Aren't those gorgeous? I mean, I just think they are totally awesome. And Leslie of the Corn had gifted me this book a few months ago called Poetic Crochets, and there are all sorts of different shawl patterns in here. Some of them are rectangular, you know, like a wrap. Some of them are semicircles. Some of them are, of course, the traditional triangular. Some of them are a little bit A-lined or asymmetrical. So I have finally decided, I've chosen one. It's called Skylark, and its finished size is going to be about 66 inches wide by 33 inches deep. Now, it is a triangular shawl, but look at that. Is that not gorgeous? And I can just see that yarn fitting in that style very, very easily. So I'm very excited to get started on that this week. And as I said, this is for me. I normally don't do a lot of shawls for myself, but this one just really caught my eye. In fact, there's like 3 or 4 of them in here, and I narrowed it down to 2. And no, I did not flip a coin to see which one it was going to be. I think I just finally decided that I was going to do this yarn in this shawl. But I do want to show you another one that I'll be working on pretty soon as well. I will not be working on them both at the same time because that would just drive me crazy. But I may have shown many of you several months ago I was able to acquire some of the Ogo Halo in a cake. I got one that starts out very, very light cream and then kind of goes into some brown shades. Now, this shawl is called, just a second, it's called the Spring Dream, and I believe that that yarn will look gorgeous in this shawl. Now, as I said, I won't be doing this one right away, but I definitely have that yarn earmarked for this one, so I'm really excited about that. So that's what I'll be working on here in the next few days, you know, to get the shawl started and get it going. Now, I'm going to show you my little amigurumi that I'm making for 2 of my granddaughters. I've shown this to you before, but I have decided to go ahead and get started on it because there's lots of things, folks, that I'm going to be making this year for Christmas, and so I got to get on the stick. This is called Lulu the Kitten. There she is. Now, she's in a little pink outfit, little tulle tutu, and the little cute bow there in her hair. So I will most definitely be making one in pink, and the other one I will be making in purple, because the 2 sisters are only a few years apart, and normally what one gets, the other one wants, you know, pretty much the same as well. Now, this pattern is out of the Sweet Crochet Animals. I did a review of the book once I acquired it, and that one's a few videos ago, but you should be able to find it. There are lots of other cute animals in here, but as soon as I saw this one when I got the book, I think I mentioned I knew exactly what I was going to do with it. So I'm very excited to get that going. I'm waiting on our spotlight designer for Amigurumi Wars. I hope that you saw my video. I am your host for this month, August 2023. And so as soon as I know who that is, I will be putting a link to our designers so that you can go and start shopping and see what it is that they have to offer. I'll also leave a link for those of you that may not have seen it yet, my rules and the extra points I'll be giving, and even a special giveaway at the end of the month for the winner for August 2023. Now, I told you I was also going to do a shout out. My shout out for this week of wanting to share the Yarny Love, and I'm trying to get that in along with this as well, will go to JAIMIE'S Hooked. Now, I know many of you are probably already subscribed to her, but just in case you're not, I will leave a link to her channel down in my description box. She is a wonderful young lady. Now, she is visually challenged, but you know what, folks? She does not let that stop her at all. She is constantly doing things on her channel. Now, she is live nearly every morning. I don't normally catch her on the weekends, so I'm not real sure if she is on Saturdays and Sundays, but most definitely Monday through Friday, folks. She has a little coffee and chat every morning. Starts around 7 a.m. Texas time, and she talks about everything and anything. I mean, it's not just all about crochet. It's not all just about crafts. It can be just whatever the topic happens to turn up to be for that day, or just where the conversation wants to go. That's what she loves to talk about. But I want to tell you about some things that she really does like doing. One thing on her channel that I notice, and I have been following her for a while, is that she loves spotlighting in her own way other channels. She also has quite a bit of little crochet items that she does. And folks, even though she's visually impaired, she loves to do those itty bitty tiny little amigurumis. And she has quite a few that she's shown us on here. She loves to do yarn reviews. Let's see what else. She has some crochet Christmas videos, some knit and blanket afghans. She has some tutorials on Tunisian. Let's see, looks like there's some Cricut videos on here. You know, how to use the machinery, maybe possibly some things that she's made with it. Talks about felting. She's got a couple of videos there. And let's see, just like I said, she loves highlighting other people's makes of what they're doing and what she's interested in. She has quite a few videos of Stitch of the Week from Creative Grandma. I mean, she's not only showcasing the things that she does and what she loves doing, but what she likes seeing from other folks as well. Now, her goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers. And folks, she's almost there. Now, what I mean by almost is that she is at 918 subscribers. Now, you may think, Maureen, that's not close to 1,000. But yes, whenever you stop and think about it, I mean, she's been on YouTube since 2019. And to already have 918 subscribers, I think that that is pretty good. That's over 300 subscribers a year. So, this is what I would like to ask you to do. If you are not already subscribed to JAIMIE'S, please go and check out her channel. I will leave a link to her down in my description box. If you like what you see, what she has to offer, please consider subscribing to her. Now, if you're like me and you're already subscribed to her, please be sure and share her out. Share her with your friends and family, with those that are in your little glitch of the Yarny community. I mean, you know, we all could use support from one another. And I believe that JAIMIE is one of those that you will enjoy having, not only in your subscription of people to follow, but I know your friends and family will appreciate you introducing her to them as well. Okay, folks, that's all I have at the moment. Tomorrow I will be on Twisted Fiber Friends for Eastern Standard Time, You'll be at my house because I will be hosting it. And just to give you a little bit of a taste of what I will be discussing tomorrow, have you ever had a pattern that you just loved, but it wasn't in your size? And there was no instructions on how to make it bigger or smaller. Well, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that I use whenever I run into that situation that has helped me to take a pattern that I really love and fix it, increase it, or decrease it so that I can wear it, or so that I can make it wearable as a present or for someone else. So, that's what I got going tomorrow at Twisted Fiber Friends, so please be sure to join me. And I'm just going to let the rest of the week be a surprise. Just kind of see what comes along, and you will be seeing me every day, I do promise, but what it's going to be, I don't know yet. That's kind of like called flying by the seat of my pants for this next week. So, thank you again so much. I do hope that you have stayed with me throughout the length of this video. If you have, thank you very much. The only thing I ask is that you make sure that you leave your little thumbprint down there in the corner. If you were new to my channel, please be sure and go check out all the other content, and all I ask is that you subscribe. Look for the bell that has the little hugs on the side because it'll notify you every time I upload a video. So until next time, please remember to be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know, could be your light that they need to see. I love you all. Bye.